Hey, what's up guys? Footy Manager TV here, and today I'm going to show you my run of the FUT United Cup. I don't usually play tournaments, but because for me in Australia we only get matched against other people from Australia, so sometimes it may take a really long time if you're in the final to find an opponent, with also people playing season, so that's why I generally don't play it. But FUT United, as you know, EA have advertised you can win 1,000,000 coins, so that's one reason people play. I already won 3-1, but that match kind of finished, he quitted in it, so I didn't really want to show a match where someone quit. And also, like, I did it while my videos were rendering of my pack opening, so I couldn't really record anyway. So here's my team, just going to add like the squad morale to give him the best morale to play, and hopefully that will give me a very good chance to win it in the first time of asking. If I don't win it, I'm probably not going to play it multiple times, just going to try it once and see if I can win. And also got Obafemi Martins and Inform Lucas 84 to come off the bench. As you know, they don't affect chemistry with players in the substitute bench. When they come on, the chemistry stays the same. And I would just like to mention before the first match gets underway, I want to start doing some squad builders because I haven't really done any yet, and I know it's very popular, and I want to show some squads that I can build that obviously do very good for me and should be good for you as well. But obviously I don't have millions of coins like some people, so I probably would do sort of like budget squads. Some people who find it really hard to make money, I'll do some under 100k, but then some from like 200k to 500k, so I think they'll be pretty good. But here, in the second round, we play against a Brasilva team with attribute cards on basically every player, and they're already pacey players, so no doubt he's going to be a pace abuser. And in 3-5-2, probably the most overused formation because it's very strong defensively. And you know, in Ultimate Team, as you see, like that, he just tries them. You're going to see that so many times. One time already, now 2 times. He just tries them run past with fast players. Then I basically go in his road, and he forces to a lob, like those noob through balls, lob through balls, whatever you want to call them. And yeah, I knew, but sometimes it's really hard to avoid, you know, these pace abusers. Eventually they get past you and score, but you just got to play your way. You can already tell the difference between my game and his game. I like to pass around a lot, and he just runs to the wing and tries and run past me. But that is not going to happen because I would like to think I'm a pretty good defender. And look at that, he's just like tackling straight away because he knows he's under pressure, and he obviously knows I'm a good player. But you always got to be careful of pace abusers. Even if they're not good, they can still score because they just run, then cross it and score a goal. So you got to be very wary of them. You just got to really anticipate how they're going to play. But here we create an early chance from across from David Alaba. Has a shot, Gomez on the rebound, he finishes. And this is something I cannot understand. I bought Mario Gomez, 87 rated striker and one of the best strikers in the world. I bought him for only 4k. And I have no idea how he's only worth 4k when other players, like, let's say for example, I bought Ruben for about like 200k. So look how much more value, and they're basically equal players. The only difference is, like those other players that cost a lot, they have pace, and Gomez, you know, he's not renowned for his pace. He's renowned for his strength, his very strong body, very tall, that kind of thing. A very good shooting power and very good finisher as well. To me, like in real life, if I could choose a striker, I would probably like Messi. To me, Messi and Ronaldo are not strikers. For me, Gomez, he's a fantastic striker because of his strength. And again, as you can see, his great positioning, great attacking positioning. And he's one of the best finishers to me. Like I said, I'm not sure any other striker in the world who I would prefer, but that's just the way I like to play. I do like strikers that are really strong, and do have the strength. I don't really like weak strikers that just have the pace, because I like to sort of play with one striker. And like you see in this formation, 4-3-2-1, a really weak striker wouldn't be really good when you're playing against 2 centre backs. And obviously there's just one there. He definitely needs to be good in the air and very strong as well. And you saw a couple clips there of them just trying to run past me. And here again from Anino, obviously a pacey player, but he kind of knew there what I was doing, blocking his road. So then he tried to go in. But again, a very nice block. I knew what he was going to do. I knew he was going to try that long shot because long shots are way overpowered in Ultimate Team. And yeah, it's really easy to defend against. Then I try and run past him with Robin, but I try and change it up with some tricks like that, and I get past. And then he just forces it out. That's how so many players play, and it's so easy to play against. So we have a crossing opportunity there, and Schürrle, again, like I said, this front three is perfect together. You got Ruben with the dribbling and speed and skill, and Schürrle on the other wing, on the left side. He's a right-footed player, so he can cut in onto his right, but also he's a threat in the air, as you saw there. So Yeah, he's 6 foot, I think he is, and he's also pacey, can dribble as well, and very good shooting power. Fantastic player and underrated as well as Gomez. But here, again, just putting the pressure on. We're winning 2-0 already. Then again, like I said, Gomez, how is he only worth 4K? He scored 2 goals in this match, and really, that is one of the best bargains in the game, in my opinion. Just look how good he is in the air, and yeah, no one even looked like stopping him there, but that's what you get when you're playing with silver players. Obviously, the bronze players, not bronze, silver Brazilian players, that's what I wanted to say. They're obviously fast, but they're not very good in the air, so that's what I try to exploit in this match. He exploits the pace, and I exploit the strength. Then I bring Martins on, like I said, off the bench to make the impact, and it was pretty much over for there. This was a fantastic performance, and yeah, like I said, he hasn't really had even one chance. We just dominated that match, I should say. Anyway, see Martin scoring, Gomez getting a brace right there, and Schürrle scoring the second goal to really control the match for me. And then from there on, he kind of gave up. I noticed the way, like, he stopped playing for a bit, and then I scored, and then, yeah, I really knew I was going to win that match against this Shamrock Rovers team, which, it was, like I said, it was pretty easy to win this match, but now we're moving on to the next match, the semi-final, and if we win this, we'll be going into the final. So this is really a crucial match, and a lot of the times this is where I get knocked out, so it's going to be really hard. And let's see what this guy's team is. 5 defenders at the back, and at the centre mid he's got David Silva and Juan Mata. They're like attacking midfield players, and he's playing them as centre mids, like no defensive mid. I have no idea how this match is going to play out, because his midfield is very weak, but he's got 5 at the back. So let's see what happens right here. We have an early chance. Gomez, that could have been a free kick, but here, this is all people 5 at the back. They just have 3 forward. And look at my defenders there. For some reason in Ultimate Team, your defenders think they're strikers. Like, look at that. My defenders are never back. And it's always just going to release the chances, and really, very lucky he's not a very good finisher, Valencia. But look at this, my defenders are always running up. No, I'm not even playing on attacking or anything, and eventually, that was kind of a mistake by me, but for whatever reason, my defenders keep running up, and there's nothing you can do in Ultimate Team to prevent that. So yeah, it's just, yeah, rubbish how Ultimate Team plays. Like, your defenders are always so high up, and there's nothing you can do about that unless playing on Ultra Defensive. But Gomez, again, 5 defenders. I find it, most of the time I struggle against 4 defenders, so 5 defenders, not sure how I'm going to get past. But here, that's why he used 5 defenders, because he's rubbish at the game. He can't defend, that's why he uses 5 at the back. And eventually, I'll break it down, and Arjen Robben, fantastic player. That's why he finished like that, as you can see. Very bad defending by him, even with 5 at the back. So easy to score right there. And it's a great start, but as you know, he's got 5 at the back, so most of the time it is hard to break down. Then he tries the cross, but here, hopefully we can make the counter. Arjen Robben, hopefully try and make the break, but look how many he's got back to only 3 players of ours. And when they attack, it's like 3 against 3, basically. But here, Robben tries again, and we win a corner. He's been very fantastic in this game. And this is probably why I don't play Ultimate Team so much, like, compared to previous years, because the way people play, it's just not fun. They just kick it forward. Basically, this guy is the perfect explanation. And look at my defenders like that. Seriously, like, they're so high up. And the only way to prevent that is play on Ultra Defensive. But if you do that, people ridicule you from playing on Ultra Defensive. But there's no any way to keep your defenders actually as defenders. But then we crossed it. Then Robben in the air. Didn't really expect him to win that header, but obviously he was on form. He scored already, so he had the confidence. He just jumped up like that, and he scored a fantastic goal. And again, Robben on the ball, tries to get past, but it was intercepted, but he has a chance again. Let's see if we can get it in here. Not on that occasion, but we are winning here. Controlling the match pretty much, because when he gets it, unfortunately, that was a bit of a wasted chance by Gomez, but he's a fantastic player, and he wins the corner, so very good there. But here, they're going to make the counter-attack. And look here, let's see how many defenders I have when they counter. See, it took a while, but look how high still our defend. I want them to play more into my defense, not right on the line right there. So there, and here, I want to show you something pretty ridiculous. My goalkeeper decided to try and get him with his hands, and I didn't want him to do that. I just wanted to apply the pressure. I didn't want him to touch him at all, but obviously the game wants to bring this really noob into the game, and to give the noob a chance, they give them a free penalty pretty much. And I almost was going to go that way. Like, I was moving the direction to there, but I just didn't push it hard enough. I was like deciding whether to stay straight, like in the middle of the goals. But I was going to go that way, but I just didn't push the stick hard enough. And obviously, that what happens. And here, it looks like it's going to be extra time. And really, I have a bad feeling when it goes into extra time. And again, their defenders, or my defenders, again, I forced my goalkeeper up like that to really try and create a chance because I didn't want it to go in extra time. And I'm not really confident with penalties. But here, Robben, as I talk about it, he creates a chance. But again, nothing really... there wasn't really a chance on there. But like I said, Robben, he's a beast player. He's going to cut in here. Comes in with the fake shot, then has a shot. But here, Luis Gustavo, the defensive midfielder, he gets forward and he scores what seems to be the winner in the 90th minute here to send us to the final of the FUT United Cup. And if you watch my career mode videos, you'll know I always concede from the kick. Well, not always. A lot of the time I concede from the kickoff. So let's see what happens here. But again, he just tries to run at me like my players are ghosts. So that was pretty easily defended. Then I just tried to kick it forward all the time because, you know, I always concede right at the end. And there, it should have been a perfect play there because it forces their goalkeeper out. And really, that should be over right there, and it is. We are into the final of the FUT United Cup after a very impressive performance against a guy with 5 defenders. They're always so tough to play against, but really, I played my best. Robben played his best. We really needed our best player, which it was Robben, to play to his best in this match because we were playing against the 5 defenders, and that's so hard to break down, especially when they're pacey defenders as well, with Maicon and Jordi Alba and Sergio Ramos. So we are into the final. We win 3-1 the first time. That was a great match, or not a great match. I didn't show that match, obviously, because he quit. Then we won 4-0, then 3-2. A very tough match, as you know, against the noob with 5 defenders. But here, obviously, this guy is going to be a very tough opponent because he would have bet 3 other guys as well. So it is going to be really tough, this match. And he has a really solid team. Rooney at the centre forward position. It's not like an amazing team, but obviously he would have bet 3 other people with this team. So I'm pretty sure he's going to be hard to beat, but only 99 chemistry. But I don't really notice too much difference between 99 and 100. But hopefully it can make a difference, making us win this final. So here, Schürrle makes a run. He gets rewarded with the ball, and he finishes a great goal in the 21st minute here for Andre Schürrle. Again, another cheap player like Gomez. They're so good. Like together, I would have signed them like under 10k together. Like Gomez signed for 4k and like Schürrle only for like 2k. So that's only like 6k for players that are winning me the FUT United Cup right now, the final. But there still is a very long way to go. Javier Hernandez, he's going to create a chance for Rooney. And obviously the chemistry between them, they play for the same team. So they make perfect runs for each other, play perfect balls for each other. So that led to them the really scoring. But here, into injury time right now of the first half, Gundogan creates a chance. We win a corner. Hopefully we can make the most chance of this corner right now and just sneak the lead right now. But here, it comes back to Gundogan. He puts it in. Nothing really clear chance there. And really, we're just going to go into the second half being a draw. I tried to go ultra defensive, but didn't quite there. Tried to intercept there. Made the tackle, but really... it's a draw at halftime, and I knew this match is going to be tough. I'm going to have to play to my best to win. But look at that. We had 6 shots on target, and then we're bringing on Martins and Lucas. We got to bring on those best players, Martins with the pace, and inform Lucas. And here, ridiculous. Yeah, I have no words to explain that. And it's going to be really hard. And when I'm behind, that's where I am really nervous and I'm not sure what to do. So it's going to be really hard to come back now, especially in the final against this guy who... I always make the mistake of running the goalkeeper up, but I really... Yeah, I didn't anticipate that correctly, and that could be a big mistake. But now, into the 82nd minute, hopefully we can create a chance. Gundogan, hopefully we can create something. And that's a penalty. That is a penalty, so we have a chance. And I was under so much pressure here. I'm really not good from the spot when I'm under pressure, but I had Robben. Fantastic penalty taker. So he's going to take the shot here. Hopefully he can get in the green, and he does. Just aim it with the power, and look at that. The goalkeeper was never saving that, so it looks like this is going to be taken into extra time. And yeah, it's such a tight match right now. It really took us a penalty goal to equalize. So it's very tough. And here we're going into injury time. Let's see if they can score, or maybe we can make a counter attack here. But again, the ball goes straight back to them. So it looks like this is going to go into extra time. And yeah, it's very tight, like I said. So it's not going to be... The match is not dominated by either of us. We scored lucky goal, or not lucky goals. Both of us scored deserving goals really, and it probably deserved to be a draw right here. We both scored a couple goals, and obviously Rooney being their key player, I tried to slide there to stop him from shooting, but he always going to score when I didn't win the tackle. But then Robben, he scored the equaliser, but really we should have scored more with 11 shots on target to 3. And you would think with that many shots, we should have scored more goals, but you can't focus on that. You just got to focus on what's ahead of you. And what was ahead of us? We just needed to score, then we'll be FUT United champions. So here we had the chance, and we win a corner. You know, from corners, if you get it really placed right, and you have the right defender right there to win the header, it can come in. We were close there, but no cigar. But here, they could make the counter if they really wanted to, and we really got to defend it well. And great sliding tackle there. And for some reason, they got a free kick right there for I did not see why. We just won the ball. And here, we're getting really late into the game. It's looking like it's going to have to be a penalty shootout to decide this match, to decide the winner of the FUT United Cup. I just thought we had one more attack in us. We had Obafemi Martins. He had a shot, but he just rebounded. But again, I'm not sure why they got the free kick there. Must have been offside. And it's pretty obvious we deserve to win this match with the chances we created. Obafemi Martins, he finds Lucas, cuts in. He can finish here and make us FUT United champions. He scores in the 119th minute. And all we have to do now is defend, and we are FUT United champions on the first time of entering this tournament. Like I said, I always seem to get rid of the result, and again, he just tries a trick, and we defended that superbly. I basically read exactly what he was going to do, and as everyone does against me, keep the ball right at the end to get the result. So I thought that's a very realistic thing to do, but also I just did that. I didn't do that for the whole amount of time. I went forward, where a lot of people, they just stay back, and he wasn't even attacking me, so he probably knew he couldn't win right now. And that was a perfect ball again to force their goalkeeper up so he can run up to the ball and not just collect it. And here, the game must have been over now, and I just wanted to keep it for as long as possible so he can make sure we win, and he should clear it now. Just going to have a shot right there to win it, and we are champions. We take home the crown of FUT United champions, and really, it was such a tough tournament. Apart from the first 2 matches, what were really easy wins, but the last 2 matches, they were so tough. We played against a guy with 5 at the back, but yeah, obviously that was going to be a hard match. But this guy was a great opponent. He was a great guy to play against. He was a great player. He was very good very good defensively, and very good in attack also. So that I love to play against him. Like, not other people. He was a fantastic player. Yeah, all credit to him. And in all honesty, he was probably a better player than me. I probably just had the slightly better team with Robben and Gomez, and that probably what led me to win. Also, inform Lucas off the bench, so hopefully you enjoy this win. And yeah, leave the comments of fantastic performance. If you want to see me do some more tournaments, leave some suggestions, which tournaments also. And yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.